The ancient pact shattered. Tiamat and Rex plunge into the rift's heart, a swirling vortex of impossible light. They emerge into a surreal arena, where fractured realities coalesce in silent, terrifying grandeur. Floating islands of shattered cities, volcanic plains, and glistening dragonstone drift aimlessly through the void. Physics becomes a cruel jest here, as gravity shifts and time itself seems to bend to an unseen will. The air shimmers with raw dimensional energy, a palpable hum vibrating deep within their very bones. Disorientation grips them both, a dizzying assault on their primal senses in this alien, chaotic domain, above them, below them, all around them. The impossible architecture of the core expands infinitely. Muted echoes of their ravaged worlds whisper through the ethereal currents, a symphony of lost hopes. Their scales and hide prickle with a strange energy, an unsettling sensation of constant, subtle transformation. A colossal shadow stretches across the fragmented landscape, hinting at the true horror awaiting them now. From the deepest void, the true enemy fully manifests, a colossal entity of pure, malevolent cosmic will. Its form is a shifting tapestry of darkness and light, partially intangible, constantly reforming with sinister intent. Countless eyes, like swirling galaxies, opened across its amorphous body, each burning with ancient, cold intelligence. Tentacles of pure shadow unfurl, reaching for the floating world fragments, drawing power from their very essence. It pulses with an unholy radiance, a terrifying beacon of destruction at the nexus of three dying dimensions. A silent scream of pure cosmic dread emanates from its presence, chilling the very marrow of their monstrous forms. This is the Overmind, the devourer of realities, its hunger, an insatiable void threatening all existence. Its vastness dwarfs the combined might of Tiamat and Rex, filling the impossible sky with dread. Ancient prophecies whispered of such a devourer, a cosmic horror born of chaos itself, now fully revealed. The air grows heavy, thick with the weight of its immense power, suffocating any lingering hope they held. Tiamat's 5 serpentine heads coil, each neck arching gracefully, eyes glowing with ancient, furious defiance. Her massive wings unfurl, catching impossible currents, casting immense, flickering shadows across the fractured world. A low growl rumbles from her central head, a challenge echoing the very creation of her primordial realm. Elemental energies gather within her throats, crackling and shimmering with destructive, focused power. She remembers her lost dominion, her desecrated altars, and the countless worshippers now consumed by the rift. Her rage builds, a fiery inferno deep within her draconic heart, fueling her desperate, vengeful resolve. The air around her distorts, shimmering with the intense heat and cold of her converging elemental fury. Each scale along her colossal body vibrates with anticipation, a vibrant display of her divine, terrible might. She positions herself, a living weapon, against the impossible backdrop of the true enemy. It's a cosmic form. Her 5 heads align, a deadly, multifaceted assault ready to tear through the fabric of this abomination. Titan Rex, a mountain of muscle and fury, lowers his massive skull, primal instinct guiding his every movement. His obsidian scales ripple, absorbing the strange energies of the core, his immense power growing with each pulse. A guttural roar escapes his colossal jaws, a sound that once shook primordial valleys, now a desperate challenge. His powerful legs dig into a crumbling city fragment, anchoring him against the chaotic, shifting terrain. He remembers the invasion of his world, the desecration of his hunting grounds, the destruction of his dominance. His eyes, burning with savage intelligence, fixate on the true enemy, a singular point of terrifying, focused hatred. The very ground trembles beneath his thunderous weight, a testament to his raw, untamed, destructive force. Energy crackles around his massive form, a visible aura of his hypervolved, terrifying predatory might. He flexes his immense jaw, rows of dagger-like teeth gleaming ominously, ready to rend cosmic flesh. His tail, a powerful, spiked club, lashes violently, stirring up dust from the shattered remnants of a forgotten world. With a unified shriek, Tiamat unleashes her staggered elemental breath, a kaleidoscope of destructive power. The central head spews forth pure, searing fire, a torrent of inferno aimed directly at the Overmind's core. Simultaneously, a head on her right blasts corrosive acid, sizzling through the ethereal space with malicious intent. Her leftmost head projects a chilling blizzard, jagged shards of ice tearing at the cosmic entity's shifting form. Another head unleashes crackling lightning, arsingwildly seeking vulnerabilities within the true enemy's vastness. Finally, the fifth head emits a wave of poisonous gas, a vibrant green miasma swirling towards its target. The 5 distinct elemental attacks converge, a beautiful yet terrifying display of Tiamat's ancient, divine power. Each blast impacts the true enemy's form, creating momentary distortions in its otherwise impenetrable cosmic presence. The air fills with the cacophony of elemental destruction. Sizzling, crackling, hissing, and roaring. Tiamat watches, her many eyes narrowed, searching for any sign of weakness, any hint of vulnerable flesh. Before the elemental chaos subsides, Titan Rex charges, a living battering ram of immense, primordial force. His thunderous strides shake the fragmented arena, a seismic wave preceding his devastating, focused attack. With a primal roar, he leaps, massive jaws gaping wide, aiming for a critical point on the true enemy's vast form. His teeth, honed by countless battles, glow faintly with absorbed rift energy, ready to tear through reality itself. He slams into the cosmic entity, a shockwave rippling outward from the sheer impact of his colossal body. His powerful bite clamps down, attempting to sever a massive, shadowy appendage from the true enemy's main mass. Immediately, a concussive shockwave roar erupts from his throat, a blast of pure sonic devastation. The roar pulses through the unstable core, rattling the floating islands and momentarily disrupting the enemy's form. He pushes with all his might, trying to physically tear and disrupt the unholy entity, seeking its destruction. His eyes burn with fierce determination, a savage beast fighting for the very survival of his ravaged world. The true enemy shudders, a ripple of dark energy moving across its vast, multi-eyed form. Barely acknowledging the assault, Tiamat's elemental blasts dissipate, absorbed into its intangible mass, feeding its monstrous, cosmic hunger. Rex's powerful bite sinks in, but only partially, his teeth meeting an unsettling, malleable resistance. The shockwave roar seems to be swallowed, its force redirected, merely a whisper against the Overmind's immensity. A chilling, silent laughter seems to emanate from its countless eyes, mocking their desperate, futile efforts. It remains largely unfazed, its shifting form regenerating instantly from any superficial damage inflicted by their attacks. The cosmic entity pulses, drawing more power from the unstable rift, growing subtly larger, more menacing. Their combined might, which once tore worlds asunder, feels like mere gnats buzzing against an unyielding mountain. A cold dread settles over Tiamat and Rex, a realization of the sheer, overwhelming power they truly face. Their initial, furious assault has failed, barely leaving a mark on the cosmic horror now before them. Suddenly, countless eyes on the true enemy's body flared with malevolent, blinding emerald light. Thin, razor-sharp energy beams lance out, slicing through the unstable reality of the core with terrifying precision. One beam narrowly misses Tiamat's central lead, scorching the air where it once was, a searing, painful reminder. Another beam carves a deep gouge into Titan Rex's armored shoulder, a searing pain erupting through his immense body. The beams do not merely cut, they tear at the very fabric of existence, leaving shimmering, unstable scars in the void. These are not just weapons. They are instruments of reality-warping destruction, designed to unravel their very forms. Tiamat recoils, her 5 heads weaving frantically to avoid the deadly, precise strikes, her ancient instincts screaming. Rex roars in pain and defiance, twisting his colossal body, trying to present less vulnerable targets to the relentless assault. The chaotic arena itself groans under the strain, fragments of worlds dissolving into light as the beams pass through. They are on the defensive, their powerful offensive now shattered, overwhelmed by the true enemy's raw destructive might. From its shifting mass, massive, shadowy tentacles erupt, lashing out with terrifying speed and silent intent. They move with an unnatural grace, seeking purchase on Tiamat's wings, Rex's legs, any part of their powerful forms. One tentacle wraps around Tiamat's left neck, its surface shimmering with an unholy, draining energy. She struggles, a guttural cry escaping her throat as her strength begins to ebb, absorbed by the parasitic limb. Another tentacle ensnares Titan Rex's powerful tail, its draining touch immediately weakening his formidable muscles. He thrashes violently, attempting to dislodge the insidious appendage, but its grip is impossibly strong, unyielding. A cold, consuming void spreads from the contact points, sapping their elemental energy, draining their primal vitality. Their roars become strained, their movements sluggish, as the true enemy feeds, growing stronger with every stolen breath. The cosmic entity laughs, a silent, vibrating hum that resonates through their weakened forms, mocking their impending doom. They fight against the draining power, desperate to break free, but the tentacles hold them firm, slowly consuming them. Tiamat's brilliant scales dull slightly, her elemental glow flickering as the draining tentacles siphon her essence. Rex's immense strength falters, his mighty roar reduced to a pained growl, his muscles weakening rapidly. The true enemy pulses, its multi-eyed form expanding, visibly engorged by the stolen power of the Kai. They are suspended, helpless, caught in the insidious embrace of the cosmic entity, their defeat seemingly imminent. A profound exhaustion washes over them, a sensation alien to their immense, powerful beings, threatening to consume them. The ancient dragon queen and the primordial titan find themselves at the mercy of this incomprehensible, cosmic horror. Their alliance, forged in desperation, now seems fragile, about to break under the relentless, overwhelming pressure. Despair, a cold, unwelcome guest, begins to creep into their ancient hearts, threatening to extinguish their fighting spirit. They stare at each other, a silent, desperate understanding passing between the two formidable, weakened beings. Survival demands more than raw power. It requires cunning, a deeper understanding of this impossible, alien foe. Through their pain, a flicker of observation ignites in Tiamat's sharp, multifaceted eyes, a desperate hope. She notices that when her lightning blast hit a specific pulsing node on a tentacle, the enemy flinched noticeably. The cosmic entity's grip momentarily loosened, a subtle, almost imperceptible tremor running through its vast form. Rex, struggling against his own ensnaring tentacle, observes a similar reaction to his localized shockwave roar. When his sonic blast hit a particular point, the drained energy around the tentacle dispersed instead of being absorbed. A pattern emerges. Specific, targeted attacks on certain nodes or energy conduits cause a brief disruption. These nodes are not physical. They are points of concentrated, fluctuating dimensional energy on the Overmind's surface. The true enemy's vastness is its strength, but also its weakness, a complex network of power distribution. Their primal instincts, honed by millennia of survival, begin to unravel the cosmic entity's terrifying secret. They realize that brute force alone will never suffice against this creature of pure, raw dimensional chaos. Tiamat sends a silent, urgent mental command to Rex, a primordial understanding passing between them instantly. Her eyes convey the location of a specific node, a shimmering point on the tentacle holding her captive. Rex acknowledges, a subtle shift in his burning gaze, his predatory intelligence grasping the complex instruction. He gathers his remaining strength, a low rumble building in his chest, preparing a precise, focused sonic blast. Tiamat, with a sudden surge of adrenaline, focuses her remaining lightning energy into a single, concentrated bolt. Their movements become synchronized, a deadly, desperate ballet of two titans fighting for their very existence. The coordination is difficult, their weakened states making precision a monumental, agonizing challenge in the chaotic core. They must time their attacks perfectly. A fraction of a second off could mean total, irreversible annihilation for them both. The true enemy, sensing their shift, tightens its grip, its silent laughter growing louder, more menacing. But a spark of hope ignites, a desperate plan forming in the crucible of their shared, agonizing struggle. Rex unleashes a focused shockwave roar, a precise, powerful blast directed at the node on Tiamat's tentacle. Simultaneously, Tiamat fires her lightning bolt, striking the same node with blinding, crackling intensity. The node flares violently, a burst of chaotic energy erupting, momentarily disrupting the tentacle's draining power. The grip on Tiamat's neck loosens significantly, allowing her a moment of precious, gasping freedom. She thrashes, pulling her head free, her scales sparking with residual energy. A surge of renewed defiance. The true enemy emits a low, vibrating hum, a sound of annoyance, its many eyes narrowing in cosmic irritation. This subtle victory invigorates them, proving their hypothesis, confirming the enemy's hidden vulnerability. They now understand the Overmind is not invulnerable, merely designed to disperse uncoordinated attacks. Their combined, targeted force creates a localized overload, a momentary disruption in its vast energy network. They must continue this delicate dance of destruction, finding and exploiting every single weakness they can. Tiamat, now partially free, directs a concentrated ice blast at the node on Rex's ensnaring tail. Rex follows with a focused bite, not to tear, but to apply pressure, disrupting the node with primal force. The tentacle holding Rex as a tail spasms, its draining effect weakening, allowing him to wrench free with a mighty pull. He roars, shaking his massive head, the feeling of renewed strength coursing through his colossal frame. The true enemy lashes out with more tentacles, but Tiamat and Rex anticipate, evading with newfound agility. They move around the cosmic entity, a terrifying dance of avoidance and precision striking, seeking its vital points. Each successful strike on a node causes a ripple of pain through the true enemy's vast, amorphous body. The cosmic entity's silent laughter falters, replaced by a low, guttural growl of growing, cosmic frustration. They are no longer helpless prey, they are hunters, learning the patterns of their impossible, alien quarry. Their combined intelligence, primal cunning and ancient wisdom, now truly challenges the Overmind's cosmic might. A grander strategy forms in their combined minds, a desperate, all-or-nothing gambit to shatter the Overmind. Tiamat ascends, coiling her immense, multi-headed body in the chaotic air above the true enemy. A draconic vortex, her 5 heads align perfectly, a majestic, terrifying crown, each eye glowing with fierce, unified intent. Elemental energies surge through her, converging, a symphony of fire, ice, lightning, acid, and poison. For the first time in millennia, she channels all her elements into one single, focused, devastating beam of pure power. The air crackles around her, distorts, shimmering with the immense, unstable power she is now gathering. Rex anchors himself on a massive fragment of a shattered skyscraper, his colossal claws digging deep into the steel. He lowers his skull, a deep, resonant hum building in his chest, preparing for a monumental, stabilizing roar. His muscles tense, veins bulging beneath his obsidian scales, channeling the raw power of his hyper-evolved form. He understands his critical role, to stabilize Tiamat's unprecedented attack, to prevent its catastrophic feedback. Tiamat's 5 heads glow with increasing intensity, the disparate elements merging into a singular, blinding white energy. The light pulses, threatening to tear her very form apart, the strain of channeling such power immense and agonizing. Her ancient body trembles, but her will remains unyielding, focused entirely on the destruction of the cosmic foe. The true enemy, sensing the immense power gathering, lashes out wildly, its energy beams and tentacles flailing. Rex unleashes a continuous, ground-shaking roar, a sonic barrier that deflects the chaotic attacks away from Tiamat. His roar creates a localized pocket of stable reality around Tiamat, a temporary shield against the core's instability. The feedback from Tiamat's converging elemental beam threatens to overwhelm her, but Rex's roar absorbs the excess. He acts as a living conduit, redirecting the dangerous, surging energies, allowing Tiamat to maintain her focus. Sweat, or perhaps sap, drips from his colossal form, the immense effort visible in his strained, powerful movements. Together, they form an unstoppable engine of destruction, their combined wills aimed at one singular, cosmic target. The singular beam of energy erupts from Tiamat's 5 aligned mouths, a blinding pillar of pure, concentrated destruction. It is an unholy fusion of fire's heat, ice's cold, lightning's fury, acid's corrosion, and poison's decay. The beam tears through the void, a silent, terrifying spear of light, aimed directly at the true enemy as a cosmic core. Rex's roar intensifies, a deafening sonic shield, ensuring the beam remains stable, preventing its premature dissipation. The air screams. Reality itself seems to buckle under the sheer, focused power of their unprecedented combined attack. The true enemy recoils, its countless eyes widening in what appears to be cosmic shock, a rare display of vulnerability. It attempts to absorb the beam, but the fused elements are too volatile, too concentrated, too utterly destructive. The Overmind's vast form begins to distort violently, its intangible essence struggling against the overwhelming, focused assault. The beam pushes through its defenses, a searing scar of pure energy tearing deep into the cosmic entity's core. A triumphant roar escapes Tiamat, her ancient power unleashed, finally striking a true, devastating blow. The beam impacts the true enemy's core, a blinding flash of white light engulfing the cosmic entity in its raw fury. A wave of pure, concentrated pain ripples through the Overmind, a silent scream of cosmic agony resonating through the core. Its vast form convulses violently, shadowy tentacles thrashing uncontrollably, tearing at the fragmented realities. Pieces of its intangible body begin to crack and shatter, like cosmic glass, dissolving into ephemeral motes of light. The draining effect on the rift energy reverses momentarily, a surge of raw power flowing back into the core. The true enemy's countless eyes flicker, some dimming, others closing in what appears to be immense, agonizing pain. Its silent laughter is gone, replaced by a low, guttural hum, a sign of its profound, cosmic suffering. Tiamat and Rex maintain their stance, pouring every ounce of their remaining strength into the sustained, devastating attack. Their alliance, born of necessity, now functions as a single, unstoppable force overwhelming the cosmic core. The core of the true enemy glows with an unnatural, unstable light, its destruction now a terrifying, tangible possibility. Despite the immense damage, the true enemy gathers its remaining essence, a final, desperate surge of malevolent power. Its countless remaining eyes flare with a terrifying, vengeful light, focusing all its cosmic rage on the Titans. The fragmented realities of the core twist and distort violently, drawn into its final, catastrophic attack. A massive, coalesced energy wave erupts from its core, a blinding torrent of pure, unstable rift energy. This is its last resort, a suicidal burst of power designed to annihilate everything, including itself, in a desperate act. The wave expands rapidly, consuming space, distorting light, a terrifying, unstoppable force of cosmic destruction. It strikes both Tiamat and Rex simultaneously, a concussive blow that shatters their remaining defenses instantly. The impact sends them hurtling backward, their colossal bodies slamming into distant, crumbling world fragments. Pain, sharper and more profound than any they have ever known, racks their immense forms, leaving them on the brink. Their vision blurs, their senses reel, as the sheer force of the true enemy's dying rage threatens to extinguish them. Tiamat crashes hard onto a floating piece of dragonstone, her magnificent wings torn, her elemental glow fading rapidly. She struggles to rise, a pained gasp escaping her central head, her ancient life force flickering precariously. Rex, wounded grievously, lands on a fragment of a shattered city, his obsidian scales cracked and bleeding raw energy. sees Tiamat vulnerable, on the verge of collapse, her power almost completely drained by the devastating blow. A primal, protective instinct, born of their desperate alliance, surges through his pain-racked, colossal body. With a guttural roar of defiance, Rex pushes himself up, ignoring his own profound injuries. His will he charges forward, a limping, staggering mountain of muscle, placing his immense body directly between Tiamat and the enemy. He uses his body as a shield, a living wall of scales and bone, absorbing the residual energy of the true enemy's attack. His sacrifice gives Tiamat a precious few moments, a final, desperate chance to gather her last, fading strength. His eyes, burning with a fierce, unwavering resolve, stare down the cosmic horror. A final, defiant challenge. Tiamat, seeing Rex's selfless act, feels a surge of ancient, divine determination ignite within her weary soul. Her 5 heads rise, trembling, but resolute, her eyes focusing on the true enemies now exposed, unstable core. She pours every last ounce of her remaining power, every drop of her essence, into a final, overcharged blast. Her elemental energies, though diminished, coalesce into a raw, pure, destructive force, fueled by desperate vengeance. The combined energy forms a blinding, unstable sphere in front of her central head, crackling with devastating potential. It is Sanolar Nathingambo, a final, desperate prayer to the ancient, forgotten gods of her shattered realm. The sphere launches, a silent, searing projectile of pure, concentrated annihilation, tearing through the ethereal space. It flies through, a beacon of desperate hope, aimed with flawless precision at the now glowing fragile core of the Overmind. Rex watches, his body trembling, battered but defiant, a silent testament to their desperate, shared struggle. The fate of 3 worlds, and their own existence, hangs precariously on this single, final, desperate strike. The overcharged blast impacts the true enemy's core, a blinding, deafening explosion of pure, raw energy, a cosmic scream, a sound that transcends all known frequencies, echoes through the core, shaking reality itself. The true enemy's vast, multi-eyed form cracks and shatters like a broken star, its intangible essence unraveling. Fissures of pure light erupt across its body, expanding rapidly, tearing its cosmic fabric into oblivion. Its shadowy tentacles flail wildly, then dissolve into wisps of dark energy, scattering into the void. The countless eyes wink out, one by one, losing their malevolent light, becoming empty, lifeless voids. The cosmic entity implodes, collapsing inward upon itself, a vortex of self-devouring, chaotic rift energy. A final, blinding flash illuminates the entire core, then fades, leaving behind only shimmering, dissipating motes of light. The true enemy, the devourer of worlds, is gone, vanquished by the desperate, coordinated might of the Titans. Silence descends upon the core, a profound, heavy silence, broken only by the distant groaning of shifting realities. The rift, no longer controlled by the Overmind, does not fully close. Instead, it fragments into countless, smaller tiers. These smaller rifts remain open, scattered across the multiverse, like wounds that refuse to fully heal. The 3 worlds, once violently merged, begin to semi-stabilize, but their original forms are forever altered. They are no longer distinct, separate realities, but intricately interwoven tapestries of existence, permanently intertwined. Mixed zones remain, vast territories where city ruins blend with ancient jungles and jagged dragonstone peaks. Hybrid ecosystems now exist permanently, strange new life forms emerging from the chaotic fusion of dimensions. Creatures of primordial jungle now roam through crumbling skyscrapers, hunting amidst the ghostly echoes of humanity. Dragon find themselves on volcanic plains beside ancient dinosaur fossils, their worlds forever changed. The boundaries between realms are blurred, a new, unstable reality. Born from the ashes of cosmic conflict, the universe breathes a collective, shuddering sigh of relief, but the scars of the War of the Rift remain. Tiamat and Rex, heavily weakened, are violently thrown back through one of the fragmenting rifts. They crash onto a newly formed, colossal floating island, a testament to the chaotic merging of their worlds. The island is a bizarre fusion, half crumbling city ruins, half dense, primordial jungle, half jagged dragonstone. Tiamat lands amidst the familiar, yet now alien. Sharp edges of a dragonstone, her body aching with profound exhaustion. Rex collapses near a half-submerged skyscraper, its steel bones twisted, surrounded by ancient, alien foliage. They lie still for a long moment, their immense forms barely moving, recovering from the monumental, universe-shattering battle. The air around them is thick with the scent of ozone and strange, new flora, a testament to the blended reality. Their wounds, though healing, are deep, a constant reminder of the cosmic horror they barely managed to defeat. The victory is bittersweet, their world saved from total annihilation, but forever scarred, irrevocably changed. They slowly stir, their eyes opening to the strange, new landscape. The aftermath of their desperate, shared triumph. Tiamat and Rex slowly push themselves up, their immense forms rising on opposite ends of the bizarre, new island. Their eyes meet across the blended landscape, a silent, potent moment of shared history, shared trauma, the memory of their desperate alliance, their synchronized attacks, their mutual sacrifice, flickers between them. But then, ancient instincts stir, deep within their primal, powerful beings, overriding the fragile truce. They remembered their territory, their pride, their millennia-long claim to absolute, unquestioned dominance. The cosmic threat is gone, and with its demise, the desperate need for their uneasy alliance dissipates like mist. A low, rumbling growl escapes Rex's throat, a familiar challenge, asserting his primordial, territorial claim. Tiamat answers with a hiss, her 5 heads swaying, her ancient, draconic pride surging with renewed, fierce intensity. They turn away from each other, not attacking now, but the truce is clearly, undeniably, irrevocably over. The fragile peace shatters, replaced by the familiar tension of 2 apex predators, poised once more for conflict. The camera pans out, revealing the vast, blended landscape, a patchwork quilt of disparate, fused realities. Pockets of mixed reality stretch across all 3 worlds, permanent scars on the face of the altered universe. A city skyscraper stands defiantly next to a smoking volcano, while dragonstone spires pierce alien skies. New, more stable rift spawn begin to emerge from the lingering rift fragments, no longer controlled by the Overmind. These hybrid monsters are evolved, adapted to the merged worlds, free agents in this chaotic, new ecosystem. They're stronger, more cunning, a new threat rising from the ashes of the cosmic war, a testament to the rift's power. The sky above is a canvas of shifting colors, where familiar stars mingle with alien nebulae, a truly bizarre sight. The air hums with residual rift energy, a constant reminder of the thin veil between dimensions, forever breached. The titanic battle saved their worlds from consumption, but transformed them into something entirely new and dangerous. A new age has dawned, an era of chaotic fusion, where old rules no longer apply, and new threats constantly emerge. Far in the distance, a new, smaller rift appears. A shimmering tear in the fabric of a pristine, untouched world. It pulses faintly, a subtle, ominous glow, hinting that this was only one node of a larger, interdimensional network. The Overmind was merely a pawn, a single strand in a grander, more terrifying cosmic tapestry of destruction. The true architects of chaos remain hidden, their vast, insidious plans still unfolding across the multiverse. The battle is won, but the war for reality itself has only just begun, a chilling, persistent, cosmic threat. The rift, though fragmented, persists, a gateway to infinite possibilities and infinite, terrifying dangers. Tiamat and Rex, the unlikely saviors, stand alone once more, guardians of a broken, beautiful, dangerous, new world. Their future, and the fate of their merged realities, remains uncertain. A shadowed path, stretching into the unknown. The cosmos whispers of new awakenings, new horrors, and new alliances yet to be forged in the crucible of chaos. The War of the Rift has ended, but the echo of its destruction promises a future fraught with unending peril.